Well, let's move on to UK column adverts. And first of all, as always, we'd like to say if our audience likes what the UK column is doing, then please support us, make a donation or join in via a monthly or annual or lifetime membership. This gives us the financial base to allow us to do what we're doing. You can always purchase something from the UK column shop. And we always like to point out that we do have Clive de Carle healthcare products. If you'd like to buy those, we get a small percentage from the sales. Most importantly, we're doing what we're doing in order to share information and to circulate information and facts, not only in UK, but worldwide. So please help us out with that, because it's clear that we're shadow banned on many channels. Now, we've got a number of very good events coming up. Tonight at 7 o'clock, the World Council for Health is putting out this pandemic treaty without public consent panel. So if you go to their website, worldcouncilforhealth.org, you can see the details as to how you get into that. But I'm sure it's going to be exceptionally informative. And of course, people continuing to press to get information and facts out about what took place around COVID. Now, tomorrow at 1 p.m., we've got an interview with Sam Sorbo. This is with Sam and Charles Mallet about the critical distinction between schooling and educating and the choice-facing parents confronted by the ills of the system. Do go and do have a look at that tomorrow. I'm also going to give you the heads up that we've got an audio interview coming out, because we're getting very interesting information from Christians in Cornwall who are talking about the destruction of the Church of England. And I have to say, we've now reached the position where Christians are so frightened about their own church that this will be an anonymous interview with the identity of the person completely changed because of what they say is increasing venom and unpleasantness inside the Church of England to anybody who dares speak out against the change policies. Now, Saturday, the 3rd of May, we've also got a very interesting presentation by William Katie, which is Natural Law, Remedy or Ruin, It's Our Choice. That's Saturday, the 3rd of May, Stowford Community Centre, Sidmouth, so you can have a look at that. We've also got May Bank Holiday, 23rd to the 26th, that's Stand in the Light, which is up in Cumbria, a really great event. We have also got the Thetford Truth and Freedom Beer Festival. That's a mixture of socialising and talks, Friday the 18th to Saturday the 19th of July 2025. The Angel Inn, Swallow Lane, Larling, NR16 2QU. And we've also got some articles here, and I think, Diane, we'll bring you in to just take us through the articles that UK Column is putting up on the website. We encourage many, many more people to get in and read these articles. I think a lot of people watch video, but they don't realise the amount of really excellent written material that the UK Column is putting out. Diane.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. It's really important to be looking at all of this excellent written content that we're getting in. And I guess I'm biased as the commissioning editor for written content, but I have to say that a lot of these articles that I'm going to show you here are from members that have just been doing their own research and doing wonderful things. So if any members out there would be interested in writing an article, we do operate on a fee scale. So please get in touch with me if you would like to write something for us. So these are just the articles that have been published in the last couple of weeks since Easter. This first one is Welfare Cuts for Warfare, How the UK Government is Punishing Its Most Vulnerable to Funnel Billions to Ukraine by Radika. The next one we have is US Government Fights Transgender Movement. This is by Cornelius H. van den Hoven. This was originally published in Dutch, and Alex Thompson worked with me to get this translated into English. The next one is Lawfare in a Higher Gear by Andrea Passo. I hope I'm saying her surname correctly. I actually met her in Cheltenham, and a discussion at our event led to her getting published with us. So that was excellent. The next one is someone we all know and love, Mark Anderson, Beyond Vax Dangers, Other Big Pharma Products Mired in Lawsuits for Fraud, Cancer, and Other Major Health Impacts. It's a lot of very important information, medically speaking, in this article. The next one we have is The Crisis of Culture by my friend, Dr. Stuart Wayton, who's the chair of the Scottish Union for Education. George Orwell's 1984 is definitely in place for this particular article, so be warned in advance. The next one is The International Commission of Jurists and the Rape of the Children. This is by Mark Tarrant, who is a lawyer in Australia and got in touch with Brian. It's a short article, but some very important information in that one as well. We also have this Secret Society dedicated to New World Order, the Fabians, by Professor Gloria Moss. Now, this is a very, very important article, and this was just published yesterday, and I've already getting these excellent comments on Twitter and in our member forums as well. So at World's End replied to this and said, surely the greatest article I've read all year. I expect more to come on this from the fabulous, much shared, much loved UK column. You are real bulldogs among us. I am so personally grateful you exist. Thank you. And to Diane Bin Rubin, 21 Wire, that's Patrick Henningsen, Alex, and others. And also Dr. Wasim, I'm not sure who that is, but said that he was beyond stunned by your expose of the Fabians at the heart of the Labour Party and current government. I would recommend everyone to read this article before the elections that are coming up soon, because once you read this, you will definitely not want to be voting Labour. And the last one I want to highlight is the first part of a three-part series by Dr. Joost Landgriebe. We will have a three-part series on the banking system. This one is about how central banks work and when they fail. This is the first paywalled article that we have on the website, because this one you have to be logged in as a member to be able to access it. And so I encourage members to take a look at that one. It's got a lot of very detailed but important information. And I'd like to go back to Kathy now. Kathy is hosting a conference this weekend, and it's the Protect and Teach conference. And I'll let Kathy say whatever she wants to tell us about it.
Right, thank you, Diane. Yes, we're holding our third conference now. It's a small working group. We basically get together and we work on the issues and find solutions and feedback them. So we've got you, Diane. You're coming to talk about library books and the situation with schools and public libraries and how these books on gender ideology are getting in there. We've got Professor Gloria Moss, who's going to come and talk about biological sex and the transhumanist agenda. So that will be very interesting. Emma Thompson is coming. She's the daughter. Her father transed about probably 20, 30 years ago, and living as a child and being brought up by a man who says that they're now their mother. We're talking about judicial review. We're also talking about working on the streets, how we go out and talk to people about this issue, how we're working in schools. We're talking about binary biology as well. We've got a speaker on that, trying to look at the school curriculum and what teachers are actually teaching now. So it's Bristol based. Our website and our email will be listed, so you can get in touch with us directly if you'd like to come. It's free, donation on the door. Thank you.
And how many spaces? Thanks. And how many spaces are left for the conference? Can people still sign up?
Yeah, we've got spaces, so absolutely you can sign up. The nearest train station is Bristol Parkway, and we're just off the motorway junction near Bristol, so we're not actually in Bristol city centre. So if you'd like to pop down on that day, from 10 till 4.
And if I can tempt people further to come to the conference, I have some of these new I Love CO2 badges with ukcolumn.org on them. They are currently not available in the shop. They will be shortly. But if you would like one of these badges, please come meet me at the conference, and I might just give you a free badge saying I love CO2.
Excellent. Diane and Kathy, thank you very much for that really interesting segment. And Kathy, really great to see all of the activism that is clearly increasing across the country. And I think this is one of the key reasons why we're now seeing, I think it's panic starting at the higher levels of control. But we still need to understand who these people are, what their policies are,